Hi, this is a Visual C++ tutorial of how to calculate the kinetic energy of a moving object. Let me show you guys how this works. I'm going to reset and let's enter the width, that the mass in kilogram. Let's say the mass is about 12.5 and the speed is 5.2. There, just click on kinetic energy and that is what you get. You can exit if you want, and you can also say no, but I'm going to exit and let's start a new project entirely. Okay, I'm going to start this project by clicking on create new project, and this dialog box pops up. But if this is your first time of using Visual C++, so that you don't get confused, let me show you the framework that you would need to use. Right here, drop this down and just select C++. Okay, mine is Windows, so you select Windows if you are using Windows, and you scroll right down here. We want the CLRMTproject.net framework, so you should be able to see that here. Let's see, there we go, that is it right there. This is the one you want. Make sure you select that, but once you've used it once, you will always see it right here. So that's why mine is there. So I'm going to just select that, or you can select this and click on next. There. And now let's give our project name. I'm going to call it CPP Kinetic Energy. There, that's the name of my project, and I'll then click on create. Right there, guys. So let's click on the Solution Explorer here. There we go. As you can see, there's nothing happening. So what you need to do is you need to select this very property. Look at this icon, the range. That's the property. Or you can always right click and just select properties, but it's easier this way. Click on that, make sure your project is selected, click on the icon there, and this dialog box pops up. The first thing you need to do is look at the platform. My platform happens to be Windows 32. That's the default, but that is not the platform I'm working with. The one I'm working with is 64-bit. So come straight to the configuration manager here, click on that, and just change this. Change that solution platform to active solution platform. Change it to 64-bit and let's click close, and there, that's changed to that. Now come right here, you see where you get the configuration properties. Let's select linker, and in there we select system. Once the system is selected, this dialog area pops up. We want subsystem. Click on the subsystem, drop it down, and you now want to select Windows subsystem Windows. Click on that and come back here to the linker, select advanced. Inside the advanced, you see where we have entry point. I'm going to make that, let's call it main. There, that's fine. Click on apply. There we go, and click on OK. There. Now that process is completed, come straight to your project here, the project name, look at it, right click on it and select add new item. Click on that. There we go. Once your new item pops up, you now want this CLR, that is it right there. If you don't want to use that, you can always use UI. Okay, it's all there. CLR, that's fine. And select Windows Form. You can change this name if you want, but I'm going to leave this name as myform.h, and click on add. There we go. Now myform.h is now processing itself. and we'll just wait for it. There we go. That is supposed to be my form.h, though we end up with an error. So I'm now going to click in here, go back to my Solution Explorer. See, this is supposed to be where my form.h should have appeared, but it's not there. It should have been here actually. It's not there. Double click on this myform.cpp, and that opens up this coding area. In this coding area, you now want to enter these very lines of code. Let me show you to you guys inside this forum. This forum actually explains how to create your form. Inside this very forum, I'm going to now copy. You see these lines of codes? I'm going to copy that. Copy all of that. Copy. Come right down here and paste. There. You will find an error. Look at the error. This error is meant to be the name of my project. The name of my project is CPP Kinetic Energy. So I'm now going to change that to, let's change the name, CPP Kinetic Energy. And this error should disappear now. There we go. The error is gone. So I'm going to get rid of this. There. I will include the details of this very forum for you guys so that you can go there, have a look, or copy these very lines of codes. Alright, that is it, done. If let me save and just click on run, and my form should appear any minute from now. There we go, guys. That's my form, but I won't be able to see this form in here. So what I'm going to do is, let's end the processing of that. That is the form. I'm just going to close that, end that, and it's supposed to appear right here. But for me to get it activated, I'm going to have to log off and reopen it to initialize that form. Okay, I'm now reloading my form, or I'm now reloading the project, and then I will then upload the form. And there we go, guys. My project has just opened, so let's click on the form. Let's click on the form design. Let's see. Okay, it's loading up. And right there, that's my form. Okay, if you go to the Solution Explorer, that's the form now inside the header file. Okay, so that's fine. Let's select the properties, and I'm going to increase the size. Okay, let's change the size of the form as follows and just press enter. That is 816 by 486. Press enter. That's the size of my form now. So I'm going to come straight to the toolbox here, and let's select the following. Seems my tool is not there yet, so let's go back to Windows, and I'm just going to reset the whole lot. Reset. Yes. Okay, let's try it again. Now here comes my tools. Okay, now come right down here. You see this panel? Click on that and just drag. Alright, I'm going to need 3 of those. About 3, but it's not going to be of the same size. There we go. Let's hold on to the control, click and drag. Click and drag again. This will be for the buttons. And let's enhance the look of this. Right. Now let's select all of the panels. I'm going to go straight to the properties here. Let's look for the border style. No. Okay, the border style. Let's change the border style to fixed 3D. There. And this very one, the one right on top, I'm going to change that to cadet blue. Press enter. Now let's add labels. Add a label here and a label up here. And then we need to add some text box. Come right down, add my text box. Okay, there we go. Select it all, click and drag, and I'm going to select this and there. So all of these components added. I'm going to change the font size. Let's come right here, let's change it to something a little bit readable, maybe about 24 or 28, one of those. Okay, there we go, that's fine. Select this and just increase the font size. Right, and right down here, well, first of all, let's change the size of that very one. I'm going to make that 24 as well, bold, or maybe 26. Right, and let's change the color. The fall color, I'm going to make it something bright, and come right down here and let's enter the following and press enter. There we go, and I'm going to get all of this text. Let's get it centered. Where is center? Right here, aligned center. Right, that is fine. Okay, move this down a little bit so I can get this into place. Right, that's fine. And the next thing, let me add some buttons here. I need about 3 of those. There we go, that's my first button. I'm going to change the font size and the background color of that very button. Let's come right here, change the font to 24 bold, and the background color, make that cadet blue. Change the font size to button highlight, yeah, and let's change this very one to BTN exit, and the text content will need to be exit. There we go. Right, exit is taken care of. 2 and 3. May have to reduce the size. Okay, change this very one to, I'm gonna just set it for, okay, kinetic energy. Copy that, come in here, paste that in here. There we go. And come right here, change the name to BTN kinetic energy. No space though, there. And this one will be known as reset. This very one. Let's see, properties, BTN kinetic energy. Okay, maybe just type it in, BTN kinetic. There might be a little bit of space in between, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So come in here, change this one to BT and reset, and the text content will be reset. That is it, all done. So this, I'm going to change this one to TXT mass, and this is going to be TXT velocity. This is going to be LBL energy, and let's convert the appearance of that. You see where we have auto size, we change that to false. Back color, we're going to change that to something bright, and border style, I'm going to make that fixed 3D there. and let's get rid of the text content in it as well. Come right down here and just delete that. There we go. Let's change the text content to mass in kilograms, and this other one, the second one, I'll change that to speed. Let's go for speed in meters per second. Right. Why the third one? I'm going to change that to, let's reduce all of this. Alright. I'm going to change this one to kinetic energy in joules. So let's come right here. Where is it? Or we can just say joules of energy. Okay. There. So that's fine. That should be old, yeah. Right. Okay, that's fine. So the next thing we need to now do is to start to work with the programming part of it. So first of all, I'm going to take care of reset. That's easy. Now let's collapse this. Press enter. For reset, I'm just going to say txt mass dash greater than text equals there. Enter, semicolon. That's it, done. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the txt velocity paste lbl energy paste there, and that takes care of resets. Now let's take care of the energy calculator itself. Double click on that. Now here, the first thing I want to do is to declare the following variables. So in there, let's start by declaring this. I'm going to say double comma, the M represents mass, then I'm going to say V, that represents kinetic, no, that represents speed, that's velocity, and I'm going to say KE, that will represent the kinetic energy itself. That's it, done. I will now say M equals double pass and what am I passing in there is going to be txt. That's what I'm passing right in there. There we go. And there. Now let's do the same thing for the velocity. I'm just going to copy all of this, paste it in there for velocity, and grab this, paste it right there, which means I'm assigning the value in here straight into my variable there. So the variable is velocity. Now I have captured every single content in there. Come right here. I would now say KE, that is my variable that will store in the formula for velocity, which is 0.5 multiplied by mass multiplied by velocity squared, or V squared. There we go. Okay, that's it, done. That's just the formula for it. If you Google it, you will actually see it on online. So let's come right down here, and now I'm going to enter that straight into my LBL energy dash text, but I'm going to have to convert it to, let's say, equals. Let's convert it to string value. Okay, format, string format, and what are we formatting? We are formatting KE. Let's get E formatted, and here I'm just gonna say plus. It's a plus joules. I think joules, that is supposed to be the unit of measure. So there we go. Come out here, enter column. There we go. That's it. That's just the calculation for it. Now let's run it before we finish up with the rest. Run. There guys, so let's enter some value in there. I'm going to enter 10. That's a 10.3 and 5 point. That's a 3 as well. Click on. There we go. That is it. 144.663 joules. Reset works. Exit is not working yet, so let's close that. And now you see there's one thing that would have happened if I enter any character, alphabetic character here. I will end up with an error, so we need to take care of that. We have to fix that. Okay, so now the system is frozen, I think, or there we go. That's the error. Okay, we have to take care of that. Alright, let's take care of this first, the exit. Double click on the exit button, and right in here the first thing we want to do is to say system. Let's import the following: library, system windows, and we need to get the form as well in place. Then the data itself, that with the library or the method we're going to be using is the dialog result. So I now enter my variable. So I'm now going to then say I exit, which is my variable, equals MessageBox column show. And what do I want it to show? I just want it to say confirm if you want to exit or not. So I'm going to enter speech mark confirm if you want to exit. So I have two arguments in there. This is my message and this is the title. Then the next argument here, let's press enter. I'm going to say MessageBox. That should be MessageBox buttons. And what is that meant to do? It's going to be yes or no. Double click on yes or no. Then the next one is going to be just like an icon, MessageBox icon. And this icon that I want to use, let it be a question mark icon there. And if the end user select, if I exit equals system column windows column forms. Let's grab all of these. Window form, copy, paste it right here, paste. And if that is yes, then what I want the system to do is to exit application. That will be application.exit. Application column exit. There we go. That's my exit taken care of. That is if end user select yes, else if you say no, nothing will happen. So let's run it. That's your exit taken care of. So let's run this program now and see. Okay, let's click on exit. No, we don't want to exit. Yes, we do want to exit. That's it. Exit is taken care of. Alright, let's take care of the error that appears earlier. If you guys can still recall, there was an error because I enter whatever character in there. So I'm going to select these two components let's go straight to the properties, and right here is the event. Click on the event and scroll right down. The event we want to use is KeyPress. Click on KeyPress, give your event whatever name you want. So I'm just going to call that just numbers. Okay, that's just the name I gave to it, just numbers, and press enter. There we go. Let's get rid of this. So because the user can also enter a decimal, so I'm going to say if e dash keychar, let's say equals a decimal place or a decimal point there, then we want the following to happen. Now another if statement. However, if this dash txt mass, okay, dash text dot contain dash contain or contains, there we go, a decimal point and the same object. Let's say this, let's copy all of these, copy this, and the same object do not, let's say selection, select text, and the same object do not select text. Let's say selected text dot contains there, that contains a decimal place. I'm going to say and again because I need to do the same thing for the other text box. So let's copy all of these, copy and just paste it right here. And the other text box, that's the velocity there. Okay, now copy this here, paste. So if any of these dots contains that, then it's going to be e dash handle, let's see, e dash handle contains, yeah, that's correct. So come right down, e dash handled equals true. There, enter semicolon. Alright, so let's see, why do I have error? Let's see. Yeah, okay, there's the bracket there, so we should get rid of that very one. Okay, that's the error gone. Alright, now let's use an else. So I'm going to come right down here. Else, this is what I want you to do. Else if not, else if not is digit, that should be is digit, yeah. Then I want the keychar itself. Where is it again? Keychar, grab that, paste that in there. So the keychar should be 0 to 8, 0 to 9 actually, and e dash keychar, right, be sure if it's not equals to 0 times 0, 8, then the handler is equals true. There we go. That is it. From here down here, that is my error handler. I'll be able to enter decimal place, but I cannot enter any other character. So let's try that. Run. Okay, let's try it out. So I'm going to enter some value in there. That one is fine anyway. There, reset. Okay, let's enter just whatever character is not accepting any character. Let me use this to show it to you guys. Click in there and just see that. But I can enter and come in here, there, and let's say it is 8. There, we can close this. Click. There we go, guys. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. And thanks a lot for Robert for joining and becoming a member of the channel. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.